have a 5-year-old daughter, Mona, and husband Ron, who is 3 years older than me. I have a great family and I'm very happy with it, but I've always dreamed of having my own restaurant. Before I got married, I worked at a restaurant, and after my daughter was born, I worked part-time at a cafe. When I got married, I gave that up once, but recently an opportunity presented itself. The couple who owned the cafe where I worked decided to close it for retirement. They were going to put it on the market, so I asked if they could sell it to me. They were regular customers, so the next cafe would have an advantage too. When I talked to Ron about this, he was all for it. So I finally became a restaurant owner. It's a cafe/restaurant, which opens for lunch only, so I can spend quality time with my family at night, although dinner is optional for events and reservations. The word spread among the mom squad in the preschool Mona goes to. Paige! Looks like your restaurant is doing well. She's Jill, who's a good friend of mine in the squad. She's a bit showy outside, but independent and self-reliant. Somebody I admire. Some of them are loyal customers from the previous cafe, so I'm taking my daughter there for lunch again. Thank you! Oh, you can't promote your business at preschool, don't you know that? No, that voice sounds familiar. She's Elizabeth, who calls herself a leader of the mom squad. Just because she has 3 kids, she acts like she's a pro of parenting. I wasn't promoting my business. But I heard you were talking about your restaurant. Isn't it indiscreet for a mother to have her own business? Are you picking on me? A newer mom doesn't know anything. Becoming a mother means sacrificing yourself. A half-baked mother bragging, I have my own restaurant, is so embarrassing. I wasn't bragging, I'm just excited. She's right. I think it's cool to do both parenting and managing a restaurant. Oh, I love you, Jill. You young mothers have a lot to learn. I'm a pro at parenting. You should thank me for giving you advice. I feel sorry for Mona. She must be embarrassed to have a mom like you. What do you mean by... Paige, let's go. You have to be at the restaurant, right? Let's not waste our time. I heard that! I have to go too. Bye. Goodbye. And I left. Elizabeth has been picking on me for some time now. Now she knows about my restaurant and she hates me more than ever. If it's just me, I'll deal with it, but when she involves our kids, it is troublesome. One day, Mona was back from preschool and said, Jenny told me something weird today. Jenny is Elizabeth's daughter. I have a bad feeling about this. What did she say? She said, when a grown-up follows her dreams, she will become an armadillo. So my mom becomes Armadillo. Armadillo? It must be some kind of lost in translation. Or maybe it's nocturnal? It's a problem when a mother says anything to her child. So I told Jenny, Armadillo lives in a hole and sleeps 16 hours a day. But Mom lives in a house and doesn't sleep that much. And Mom doesn't have a shell. Is that right, Mona? But since when did you know so much about armadillos? Because I'm an animal anima. You mean Animal Mania? That's it. That's me. So I told Jenny my mom is an armadillo. Jenny's mom has bad eyes. She needs to go to the eye doctor. And she said okay. That's good, Mona. It's just kids talking, but I'm not comfortable with what Elizabeth does. Then one day, Elizabeth planned a party for the mom squad. They seemed to have it a few times in the past where I was only invited once. I always heard about it afterwards from the other moms. I guess she doesn't hide her favoritism. But this time she directly told me about it. Not only that, but she chose my restaurant for it and made reservations for about 30 people, including dads and kids. I couldn't help but wonder why she... But booking for 30 doesn't happen very often, so I accepted the reservation. I can't trust her 100%, and she may be up to something, but I don't think she'll harass me in front of the other moms and dads. And the day came. The restaurant was rented out for this private party, and it would start at 6 p.m. We bought ingredients for 30 people and were ready to go. Since it was Saturday, Ron and Mona helped me out also, and it was all set. But it was 5 minutes before starting time, and Elizabeth, who was the organizer, hadn't shown up yet. When it was past 6 p.m., I called her. Elizabeth, it's past 6, but the starting time was 6 p.m., wasn't it? I may have misunderstood the starting time, but what I heard was a high-pitched laugh. Oh no, did you take it for real? What? Did you really think my mom's squad would dine at someone's place who abandoned the task of being a mother? Excuse me? I don't understand. There's no way we would use your place. Today's party was cancelled, so you can cancel the party for 30. What are you saying? I know you want to scream. Canceling for 30 is a big deal, right? It's your fault you didn't prioritize your responsibilities as a mother. Elizabeth, do you know what you're saying? Oh, you're panicking! This is so much fun. I mean, really, what are you saying? So I'm canceling. Everyone else is here but you. Huh? Yeah, in fact, everyone was here already and having a good time, except Elizabeth. I just wondered why she wasn't here yet, because she was the organizer, and that's why I called to let her know. Huh? Wait, huh? I let everybody know it was canceled. Just as I thought, she was planning something terrible. You needed to learn a lesson! Talking about your dream and pursuing it? I told them it was canceled! Why are they... I don't know, you can ask them for yourself, if you're brave. Oh no, you devil! Excuse me, but I gotta go. I'm busy. I just hung up because everyone was waiting for me to toast. But I wonder why they came here. Was it Elizabeth on the phone? Jill came up to me with a smile, so I told her about Elizabeth's plan. And she told me that she got a message yesterday from her. Paige is sick and the party was cancelled through Mom Squad's group. Followed by, Paige is in hospital, please don't contact her directly. I'm not in the group and had no idea what was going on. But I was talking to Jill on the phone just before she got this group message, so she knew Elizabeth was lying and informed others to get together here as it was planned. I thought it was fishy when Elizabeth suggested Paige's place. When I got the cancel message, I was going to call you, but I didn't have your number. I was so glad Jill told me about this. I love the food here. Thank you! I hope that Elizabeth isn't a role model of parenting as she claims she is. Actually. Oops, I'm curious, but maybe not in front of the kids. Let's have a good time with good food. Huh? Hi, Jenny. Did you come here by yourself? I saw Jenny, the daughter of Elizabeth, in the crowd. With Dad.
Hi, I'm Tommy, Jenny's dad.
Oh, no. Did you hear about what we were just...
Please, don't worry about it. I know my wife. Jenny told me about this, so I brought her here.
Oh, I see. Things can be complicated, but it's kind of fun. That's because I could see Tommy's frustration towards Elizabeth. Half an hour later, somebody stormed in when we were having dinner. Sorry, it's a private party going on tonight. Oh, Elizabeth! She looked like she ran. Her face red and the room became dead silent. Why is everybody here? I told you it was cancelled. You all ruined my plan! Oh, I can't let the kids see this. Why don't we go outside and talk? I tried to take her outside, but she wasn't listening to me. So I quickly asked Ron to take the kids to the break room in the back. What is going on here? Why is everybody having a good time? It was you who planned this party for the Mom Squad. Everybody is happy that it wasn't cancelled. Huh? I wanted to cancel just to get you in trouble. Why are you leaving me out of it? What a jerk. What? You don't just do no-show. By the way, it was me who noticed your plan and sent the no-cancel message, although they seem to have noticed something was fishy. How dare you! You young mothers don't have no manners! I'm not young, thanks. Even young mothers know no-show comes with consequences, while an older mother doesn't. Do you think you're a queen or something just because you gave birth to a child at an older age? What? Why don't you have a little respect for me? What did I ever do to you? What you did is rent out a restaurant for 30 people and planned a no-show. Restaurant business is hard enough, but do you think you can get away with something like that? Maybe I'm expecting too much for someone who doesn't have any common sense. Let me tell you something. I'm raising 3 children. So what? Once you're a mother, you must prioritize your child. Someone like you who's after your dream is disqualified for a mother. You're an armadillo. Wow, she really meant an armadillo. If you mean I sleep all day and come to my restaurant at night, you're wrong. Besides, you don't get to decide other people's businesses and dreams. She's right. I was divorced, but I'm studying to become an accountant while working. Oh, she is?
Shut up! The more reason you are neglecting your child. If you're a mother, you're supposed to make time for your child and devote yourself. You're a mother to your child before anything.
Then why don't you tell us how to devote yourself to your child?
You make breakfast and eat with your child. Send her to school with a smile.
I do that and more. I wake up at 5, do the laundry. While it's running, I come to the restaurant and do the kitchen prep for 1 hour, come home by 6:30 and have breakfast with my family, and take my daughter to preschool.
What if your daughter has a fever or something? Are you closing the restaurant for a day?
You may not know, but I put a sign at the door. Please check our website and social media for emergency and temporarily closing.
That's irresponsible. If you own a restaurant, you have to open and close every day according to your business hours. If you own a business, you can't get away for a day, even for a family funeral. People like you degrade the status of mothers.
Huh? With her extreme ideas, I didn't know how to react to them.
Now you know.
I was just as amazed at your ancient ideas towards business. So you're saying that business comes first no matter what? Mom bullying itself is getting old. Open a restaurant on the day of your family funeral? I would break many dishes and cups, which would be bad for business. I balance my family and business my own way, and it's nobody's business in the first place.
You don't know nothing. You would sacrifice yourself once you become a mother. It's common sense.
You may find that kind of common sense in a museum. Who decides that anyway? Is it written in the Constitution? Even the politicians encourage women's active roles in society.
Shut up! You keep bragging my restaurant this, my restaurant that. I'm gonna give it a 1-star review.
That's enough, Elizabeth!
Oh, Tommy, finally!
Honey, why are you here?
He was here all this time.
You said you must prioritize your children? You should give up your dream for them? You keep taking the auditions to become a star, even faking your age!
What? A star?
How did you know?
I saw tons of rejection notices in the mailbox. Besides, you're the one abandoning parenting and pushing everything to my mother!
Wow, seriously?
That's a lie!
But it seems that our neighbors know about it and a few were surprised.
You don't do any housework. The only thing you do is pick up your kids from school. And you lecture other moms. You make me laugh. When I'm off, I'm the one who takes care of my kids, while you go to dance lessons or something.
But it seems that her neighbors know about it and few were surprised. Wow, she is serious! How can you criticize me?
Because I was trying hard and you already had your dream come true and I couldn't stand it. I want to have success too. I want everybody's attention.
Attention? I don't think there is no dream to come true for someone who denies other people's dreams. Not just denying, but trying to harm it. It's not about parenting, but about being a human.
But
just because you neglect your children and abandon housework to follow your dream, don't think everybody does the same. I thought that pursuing my dream would make my family happier. That's why I didn't give up. If parents just live without goals or dreams to pursue, wouldn't be a good role model to the children.
But if I become a star, my family will be happier.
No way. It'll be a miracle if you become a star when you're so selfish and self-centered in the first place. But we won't be any happier. Or more like that doesn't really matter to us.
What do you mean by that?
It doesn't matter if you're home or not.
What?
Yeah, Tommy, that's too bad.
Paige!
She's bullying other moms at preschool and planned the party she was going to cancel anyway and hurt somebody else's business. It's rather...
Paige?
I'd rather you not be at home at all.
Tommy!
Yep.
Oh, come on!
Yup. Elizabeth, we should talk at home.
No, wait a minute.
Wait, Tommy. We'll take Jenny home later. You can settle things with that woman right here. She's so cool.
What do you mean, settle things?
Thank you all.
No problem.
No!
Tommy took Elizabeth aside to talk, and they got divorced eventually. Tommy got custody of the children, and Elizabeth was kicked out of the house. Later, she was asked by someone on the street if she wanted to be a star. She was then taken into the city lights of the night. Jenny transferred to another preschool and lived with her daddy happily. As for my business, it's going well with many friendly customers. My dream at the moment is to give my customers the best experiences at my restaurant. But it's not that far-fetched. What is your dream, Mona?
My dream is to become an armadillo one day.
Armadillo?
Armadillo is great. Its shell is super hard and he is stronger than anything. And he can sleep 16 hours a day. That's super. 8 hours isn't enough for me.
Then you can play for only a little bit a day.
Okay, but I want that cool shell.
How about a turtle?
No, I like armadillo shell. Maybe I'll think more.
Think more and you'll find your happy life. With lots of smiles on her face, I want her to grow up happily. That's my true dream.
Thank you for watching. What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned for more.